Okay, Master Lupon gives you Gundam Battle Operation etiquette according to me. Now this video I'm going to do is a little bit different. We're not going to actually see a game, I guess. But I'm going to cover the etiquette of the game for newcomers, okay? And to wit, there are certain things you should never do. Cultural differences and whatnot that will get you kicked out of the room. When selecting a mobile suit in an all-cost room, never select a level 1. Level 1 mobile suits will get you kicked by a Japanese host. They think you're trolling, trying to destroy their team chances of winning. Number 2, if you have a mic and you're not among friends by a friend-controlled host room, shut it off. Nobody wants to hear a foreigner talking in a game that they don't expect foreigners in. The Japanese are very individual in that they don't like foreigners. It's a very big thing with them. They just can't stand 90% of them foreigners. If you see somebody actually chatting in English in the little chat, or they're on a mic and they're talking, cool, go for it. But otherwise, just stay off the damn mic. Okay, Haros. Haro rooms are particular. There's only 2 types of mobile suits you should be using. Tanks are not one of them. Unless you've got a gun cannon 2 with its faster moving speed, you should not be using a tank in a Haro room. Just stupid unless you're just trying to get the experience done. But never use a ground tank or a gun cannon to move around in a Haro room. And these are all rules that go beyond strategy, okay? I can go into all my strategy tips you want, but don't chat in English in writing, don't talk in English on a microphone. Don't do these things. And don't use a level 1 in an all-cost room. It just pisses people off. You'll get kicked instantly. This is a cost 350 room. See, if you see my full armor Gundam, that's a bit different. I want you to be able to play the game, but you got to understand, if you use a GMLA in almost any room except for a Haro room, you're going to get kicked. That's just the way it is. It's seen as the weakest mobile suit in the game. Same with the ZAC 1. Use a ZAC 1 melee in any kind of combat room, you're probably going to get kicked. If you don't have a better mobile suit than a Gundam on some of the matches, you should probably stay to practice rooms where they don't mind. Those would be the rooms that are marked in green when you search lobbies. That's the other thing too, is if you don't know how to search lobbies, you need to learn. This is a crucial thing. You need to learn to filter out the rooms for you. These things, if you follow, you'll be able to stay in rooms longer. The only time anybody wants to see a level 1 mobile suit in their all-cost room is when it's an event mobile suit. Event mobile suits are tolerated just for the first couple of weeks, and then they go onto the do not allow list in all cost rooms for most hosts and players. Here's another little hint. If you see your entire team drop out and leaving you alone just before it launches, that's a problem with you, folks. You need to change your mobile suit, or you need to find another room. They're not going to accept you, and you're just going to be waiting here for hours upon hours. Here's another little tip. If you have a problem as a host filling up a room, go to map change, as I'm doing here, change the map for a second, and go back to the map you want. This will put you back on the top, or close to the top of the list of rooms in the lobby, make it more visible for you, and increase your chances of getting more players. So these are some good tips for you. I'm just tired of people new to the game not being aware that you shouldn't be using a GMLA, a ZAC2FS in an all-cost room. It's just not tolerated, and that's not an opinion, that's just a fact generally found. It's hard to get a room going if you're the only guy and the other team is stacked full of people who are unready. Here's another tip. Don't ready up. Have your entire team ready up when you're the host. Make sure that some people are not set to ready. It freaks out the other team when they start coming into the room and they see an entire team ready to jump them. And it happens, you know. It's a very quirky little game with the things that you got to remember in Gundam battle operations. But these tips will help you. If you ready up too soon and you're on the other side of the host is on the other team, for some reason he will kick you. You readied up too soon, that's seen as a flaw and a reason for them to kick. So don't ready up until you see at least one or two other people readying up. If they all stay unready to 10 seconds before, it's probably somebody that they don't like, they don't care to play with. They were hoping he would disconnect before the match ends, or they change his mobile suit. Don't know. Oh, here's another one. This one's more in strategy. Okay? In a 3 versus 3 room, don't be a sniper. A sniper in a 3 versus 3 room is going to get owned, and he's going to leave his team very vulnerable. If it's an all-cost room, don't be the most expensive mobile suit. For some reason, the most expensive mobile suit dies, and the other two guys, even if they can spawn real fast, end up waiting alone, waiting for other suits to spawn. So kind of keep yourself a balance of a suit that can spawn fast in a 3 versus 3 room and not a sniper. You don't need a sniper in a 3 versus 3 room. You don't need two heavy cannon supports in a 4 versus 4 match or a 3 versus 3 match. You just don't. That's a bad strategy, folks. They can't melee. They can't defend themselves when in close combat. Stay away from them. It's a bad strategy. So anyways, these are my helpful tips according to Master Lupin 3 to help you get your game going. And maybe if this gets enough thumbs up and views, I'll even do one for etiquette for Haro rooms more closely with the actual footage of a Haro. But anyways, I just wanted to cover that. The other thing is, we'll be coming up tonight with the Mud Rock event. The Pazoon ends at my time, 9 p.m. Pacific. And when it does, the Mud Rock event begins, and should be cool. But again, thanks for putting up with these tips and advice. I hope it helps you become a better player. Thanks.